Okay, Michelle. Now, I show you on how to do on I mean our process, our procedure for the assignment that you are going to do. First of all, we open up the Excel file. Right now, I'm going to just take the CF280 as an example. So I just open up the Excel file, and then first of all, I would adjust the row height. Adjust the row height, and you first the first thing that I'm going to do is adjust the row height for row number 6 to 15. 15. All right, and then it depends on respective SKU. Certain SKU will contain more rows of data, and certain will have less. So, but for this CF280, we have 61 row of data. So we need to set all the rows become identical in terms of the row height. So I will actually click on the row number 6, and I click on the shift button and control button and down key. 3 keys concurrently. Shift, control and down key. Alright, while my cursor is pointing at row number 6, I click on these 3 keys, these 3 buttons, and it will select all the data that contained in this sheet. So once all the data is being selected, I just need to point my cursor to the left side, and I click on I right click on my mouse, and I set the row height from whatever it is, we set to 15. So for the row height, everything has been done. So right now we are going to do on the column width. First of all, I will set column width for A and column B. Column A and column C. The column width becomes 12, and column B, the column width we set to 50. And then for column D, E, and F, I will actually set the column width according to their respective data length. Alright, how to do that? I just move my cursor to the column D on the right hand side. I mean the most right hand side of column D, and then when you see the cursor turns into two into an icon of 2 arrow pointing left and right, I double click my mouse. That will set the column width according to your data length. So the same apply for column E. I move my cursor to the most right hand side of the column, and when the cursor turns into an icon of 2 arrow pointing left and right, I double click my mouse. That applies on column F as well. So for column G, H, and G, H, O, and P, I highlighted 4 columns together, and then I set the column width to 8. And the same method I apply on column I until column N. I highlighted all 6 columns together, and I set the column width to 2. Alright, and for column Q, I actually set that the column width according to the data that contains inside that. So I just double click that. Alright, right now at this point, the adjustment, the setting for column width has been done. So we need to add features of auto filter to column Q, whereby you can see right now it doesn't contain any. Well, the rest of that, like column A, B until column P, there is a auto filter features activated. So at this moment, we need to add the auto filter to column Q. How to do that? You highlight the column Q on line number 6 until column A, line number 6, the whole row. You highlight that, and then you click on the auto filter 2 times. The first time it will actually deactivate it all those that previously set with auto filter, it will deactivated. It will become deactivate. And right now I click on second times, and all the columns highlighted will have the auto filter feature. So you can see now the column Q, which previously doesn't contain any auto filter, it now has an auto filter set. So for this, it is done. All right. And the following step, we need to click on column Q, and then I right click my mouse. I add a column to the left. One column to the left. Okay, and I name this column as a link, L-I-N-K, link. Okay, so now the next step that we are going to do is the renaming of the SKU, of the parent SKU. Okay, I will actually, by verbally, I will give you I mean, if in case from time to time that you need some guidance, you know, that which I might not be mentioned in this video clip, I will still be able to help to assist on that. But let's concentrate on this example. Okay, for how to do the renaming, for the parent SKU, for the first parent SKU that consists of date as a parent SKU, we will put a hashtag. We'll put a hashtag, and then we will put an A. It starts from A. All the renaming renaming label will start from hashtag and followed by an alphabet which start from A, and then followed by B and C until Z, and then it will continue with hashtag double A, hashtag double B, and hashtag double C. Alright, and so on. So for the parent SKU, I will add an alphabet, hashtag alphabet, and then followed by an alphabet A. And then I think I'll add a space. For the asterisk, I'll change to hashtag. For those asterisk label icon, I mean the icon, I will change to hashtag as well. So for this, for the second one, for the second parent SKU that, you know, previously named with date, I will just get rid of it. I'll get rid of the whole parent SKU of date and replace by a hashtag of B. The same applies on the next parent SKU that comes with date. I will just replace that with a hashtag of C. Alright, that apply also for the next one. D. Please beware that the alphabet will have to tally with the SKU. You can see here that this SKU, it comes with an alphabet hashtag of D for both of these two actually belongs to one particular SKU, whereby you can see that they are having the same product ID. So this is actually a one SKU which consists of one main SKU with one variations, or I will say it has two variations. Alright, then we continue with the next one. Okay, for this one, there is a label of Shopee ads, which means that that particular SKU, we do buy ads for that particular SKU. Okay, so for this we will just simply go accordingly. Instead, but we do not write off the whole phrase of hashtag Shopee ads. We will still remain that, but we will put the hashtag alphabet in front of the Shopee ads. For example, for this, I'm going to put a hashtag E and then a space. The same apply on its variation, hashtag E Alright. So the next one, obviously for this, the product ID, which the last 4 digit of its product ID is 8855. It is a product or it is a SKU which doesn't have any variation. It is a standalone SKU. It doesn't has any variations. So beware for this. For those SKU which is a standalone SKU that doesn't contain any variations, the label of hashtag alphabet we will put at the on the right hand side or at the end of the parent of its original parent SKU. For example, for this HCE505X at 280X, the label of hashtag alphabet we will put at the end on the right hand side instead of in front. So that apply the same to the next SKU, which is the product ID with the last 4 digits 6868. It is also a standalone SKU which doesn't contain any variations. The label of hashtag we will put at the end, just after the parent SKU, just after the original parent SKU. Alright, that apply the same on the next one, which the product ID of 8829. So the alphabet just go continuously from E, F, G, H, and the next one will be I. And for this, the parent SKU originally was a date. I will just get off the whole date and replace with an alphabet hashtag I with a label of hashtag I. And then it goes to the next one. The same, it is parent SKU that it is a date parent SKU in date format. So I will just get rid of the whole thing and I replace with a label of hashtag, and then the label goes to HIJ. Remember, compare these two, compare the whole SKU to its variation. The name of the SKU, the label for the SKU should be tally with the label of the parent SKU. Alright, then it goes until this one, HIJK. The same apply. It is a date. I get rid of the whole thing and I replace with a label of hashtag. And then the label, the alphabet should be go K. Alright, I just go until the end, and then okay, let's just continue since it's not going to be very long. Alright, and the label now goes until Z, and it will just continue after Z. The label will become hashtag double A, and after the double A it will become hashtag double B and hashtag double C. Alright, the label for the renaming of parent SKU has been done right now. So right now we are going to add formula to the column Q with the title of link. So alright, I'll add a formula. The formula will look something like this. If okay, I don't really explain on how the formula works, but you just simply copy and paste. Alright, just a moment. I need to get some data from our source. Alright, the formula has been inserted, has been entered to the column Q. Alright, with the title of link. So right now, in fact, I just enlarged the column Q to fit the data. Alright, I just adjusted the column width for Q to fit the data. Alright, right now, the formula has been inserted. So what you're going to do next, you try to click on any other cell, any other cell other than the column Q, and then you use your cursor left right to move the cursor to column Q. All right, do not click on the current the cell at column Q directly, but instead you click any other cell outside the column Q, and then you move your cursor to column Q. After that, point your mouse to the most right hand side corner corner, and then when you see the cursor becomes a plus, double click your mouse. Alright, and now again you can see that some data seems to be the column width is not good to fit all the data in. Some of the data will have a higher length, a bigger length, so I just adjust the column width again by double click the line, the cursor. So now you have done. So this is what we want to do. We adjust in a summary. We adjust the column row. We adjust the column width, and then we add in the auto filter to column Q, which previously it doesn't has any, and then we add in a additional column from column Q. Becomes additional column with the title of link, and then we rename the SKU, the parent SKU, and then we put in the respective formula, and we copy the formula from the row number 7 to the end.